Hi, my name is Terry Kerouac. I'm the founder of Shine.Online, your ultimate health and wellness directory, where you can search for your particular wellness challenge and find all the practitioners who specialize in addressing it. Today we have one such amazing practitioner with us. Jennifer Hillman is an intuitive empowerment coach, creative entrepreneur, and passionate advocate for self-expression. She guides individuals and businesses to discover and share their unique voice. With a focus on personal growth and creative innovation, Jennifer empowers her clients to embrace their true selves and build meaningful connections. A lifelong learner, Jennifer is currently deepening her expertise in AI and social media, aiming to integrate cutting-edge tools into her work to help others create more authentic and impactful presence in the world. Wow, that's amazing. Welcome, Jennifer. It's such an honor to have you with us today.
It's an honor to be here, and you're just an amazing person, and I'm just so grateful to be part of Shine.Online.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. Now, there's so much about your background and so much that you offer to help people. Can you tell us about how you got into all of this?
It was, in some ways, desperation. I had gotten fired from a job that I thought was my ideal, beautiful job, and I went into a bit of a depression. And through that, I started meditating. And from the meditation, I actually started connecting with some psychics to see if they could help me figure out myself. All of them said, "You should be doing this. Why aren't you?"
Mm.
So I did it for a few years just as strictly a psychic. But I found everybody was handing me their life and saying, "Tell me what to do." Yet they weren't following what I was telling them to do. So I got certified as a life coach in 2006. And from 2006, I've just learned about myself by helping others and
Mm.
helping them more by understanding how everybody comes into your life is some kind of a reflection. And the more you do that, the more you have compassion, you're more open and accepting of who the other person is.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this a long time. And one thing my guidance has said that also has led to a variety of experiences is we're in this life to have experiences.
Yeah.
So make that bucket list and figure out what you want to experience, how you want to experience. Don't limit yourself, but understand you've always said something, go do it. Don't just talk it, live it. So
Yeah.
since I was a kid, I always wanted to be on the radio. So I always said, I'm going to start a radio show. I'm going to do it. And then one day during meditation, my guidance says, "We're so tired of you saying you're going to," and literally picked me up by the neck, took me to my computer and said, "Call BBS radio." And I said, "Oh, I'll just write them." "No, call them." And I called them and I started Abstract Illusion Radio 2 weeks later.
Wow, that's amazing. So you have the experience of wanting to do something and not doing it. And so
Yes,
that must translate to you helping your clients
very much so.
move into action. Now, do you combine your psychic gifts with your coaching, your life coaching?
Yes, because I have the ability to see where they're blocking themselves. And once most people recognize where their block is, their true block is, it helps them get rid of it.
Mhm.
That's the other thing with I've been taught neurolinguistic programming or NLP, which is so much easier to say. But the one practice within that I really liked was time life coaching, where you take them back using meditation, light trance to figure out exactly where it started. That way you can step 2 steps before and have a different outcome. So it doesn't hurt you anymore. It's just an experience and it won't impact you as much as it has been. The other way is with emotional freedom technique, with
Mm.
the tapping. I found that does wonders for a lot of clients.
Yeah, EFT, we're starting to hear a lot more about that. So you use EFT techniques as well.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, very much so.
And you seem to have a big toolkit. I think you also have training in hypnosis.
Hypnosis. Yes, I got certified with hypnosis and NLP at the same time. But
Wow.
I found that hypnosis is great, but I really found like the timeline is a combination of both because you're getting yourself in that state for hypnosis, but you're also guiding them to figure out themselves where the stopping point was and be able to move forward without it connecting with you in the same way, a more positive way.
So the people who reach out to you, what kinds of problems do they typically have, and what kinds of issues can you help them with?
A lot of them have like goals that they're not doing. So I help them figure out why they're not doing it so they can move
Mm,
forward. And a lot of people, they get themselves in a loop, and I try and get them to stop that loop. Because if they just would divert themselves, a whole new storyline could start.
mm. So it's kind of like people who have all these dreams and never get to them, and they may be asking themselves if they're self-sabotaging and why they're procrastinating. It seems like
Yeah,
procrastinating would be a big key word in why people
definitely.
are getting things done.
Yeah, another thing that I often get is relationships, why they keep having the same issues come up, and having them look at the person and say, okay, how is that person really a part of you? And it's rubbing you the wrong way. So you want to find and embrace that part of you. So it actually will change the person that you're with, or it will make you realize this isn't the right person and move on to the next person who truly is the right person for you.
Wow. So you're helping people recognize their patterns. Do you need
Yes.
to go into their childhood trauma or figure out, where that started from, or you're just picking it up from the current moment and moving forward? How do you work with that?
For the most part, it's the present moment, but there is sometimes that you need to say, okay, you had this happen when you were like 6 years old. Let's get that cleared so you can move forward. The energy right now is really bringing up a lot of past lives and
Mm,
bringing it forward. So it's like when I originally did the time life, I had an issue way back in 1390.
wow.
So we were able to clear it and move it forward. So that issue doesn't touch me anymore. But it was something that I'd gone repeatedly through since the 1390s.
Wow. So it was kind of like a repetitive cycle.
Yes. And the
That you
same actual people coming in my life. So I was able to cut it out.
Oh my God. It must feel so freeing to break free from those cycles that keep recurring, and it's like you can't find your way out. To break free from that must give you so much more energy.
It really does. And it's so much fun to recognize the stories that you're holding on to and why you held on. And it's a lot of getting over the pity parties.
Yeah.
And it's just like understanding that you can let go of that. Nobody's making you hold it. You're the one deciding to. It's a choice. And you
Mhm.
just need to change your choices.
Wow. Yeah. but you need to realize what those choices are. Sometimes we're just so, it's so unconscious, and we're just on autopilot, and so
Yes,
much of it is just below the surface. So we do need help bringing that to the surface, because you can only make decisions when you know what you're making decisions on, when they're conscious.
very much so. Very much so. So I try and help them realize those patterns.
That's amazing. Now, how do people feel after sessions working with you? How does their life change?
A lot of the people, it's very, very subtle, but they'll be more confident in themselves. A lot of times their health will improve. I
Hmm.
have relationships that have been uplifted, like they really thought this marriage was over. And after working with me, things improved on both sides, to the fact that the woman asked the husband to come talk to me. And it was, and I was able to help both of them. I've done entire families,
Wow.
mothers, daughters, even, the grandmother. I've done individual sessions on entire families, and it's helped the unity and the peace within everyone, within their family and their own lives.
Wow. Now, do do does everyone in the family need to believe in psychics, or is this does this fall under life coaching? How do
And
you approach this with people?
a lot of times they don't need to believe in psychic work because it's like a conversation. I'm just talking to them, and then I'll mention something and they go, "Oh, yeah." And it's like they get the realizations themselves
Hmm.
by just asking the right questions in the right way.
Hmm.
I don't like to talk to the person, I'm talking with them. So that's the thing I like about the life coaching. It is a conversation between two people. It's just not me saying, okay, you need to go to this place at the exact time, and then you'll meet this person, which there have been times when that's worked out. I had one woman who actually said, all right, when am I going to meet this person? And I go, you'll know it's the right person. You're going to go to a store and he's going to have a ring with an orange stone.
You were that specific.
I can be that specific. And she did. She met him and they got married, I think 9 months later.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is very specific. That's very cool. Wow. Maybe I'll have to contact you after this. So, what does working with you look like? Is it individual sessions? Is it a package? How does working with you work?
Well, for the most part, right now, it's like when you need me, I I actually go by the minute. So I'm only on as long as you need to talk to me. I
Mm,
don't want to force people to do something longer than they really need. So I really don't do the packages. You call, I pick up, we talk, we're done.
wow. And from having talked to Jen, she's truly gifted. She's really amazing. So lots of credibility there, but also lots of experience and training as well. So everything
Yeah.
goes together, right? Your life coaching training
Yeah.
and all of those tools work synergistically together to help the people you help. That's amazing. Have people had good experiences that they shared with you?
I have had a lot of people that have wanted to start businesses and have really wanted to take a certain trip, and they're doing it. A lot of it is they're opening themselves up to metaphysics. So it's a lot of conversations about past lives and ways for them to connect with their past lives. I have one woman who is very worried about her son and she was freaking out, but we figured out he was reflecting how much she wanted more for herself.
Mm.
So the more she focused on herself, she was able to help her son become more confident. We also did a rewrite of the contract or the spiritual agreement she had with certain people. And that immediately shifted.
Yeah, that can be very powerful.
And we have control over what's going on because we do truly create our life, our experiences. So the more we figure out what we want to do without putting it in a cage, it has to be this way or else.
Mm.
It is amazing how I will say something off the cuff, like, oh, I really want this to happen. And like even last night when I was watching the eclipse, and it's like, we have clouds in the area. And I just said, all right, universe, just let it clear out so I can see the red moon. That's all I want. So they made sure it was up. They made sure I went outside. And I went out just as clouds were passing and the moon was red.
Wow, that's
So I got my
amazing.
picture and I said, thank you very much. I'm going back to sleep. Um, but it's just simple like this. Or I'll say, I haven't heard from this client in a while, and it automatically comes through.
Yeah, I
They'll
love,
call me that day.
yeah.
So there's synchronicities, and many of my clients start having those synchronicities. I have one client that was really looking for this very kind of, I told her, you got to be outside what you've been doing because of your skill sets. So instead of always being in kind of the retail, she opened it up. And now she is a retail manager for a subsidiary of something else that she gets to work at home. She's got the price tag she wanted. She gets flexible time off. She got everything else. She's very happy with how it's manifested.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
yeah,
That's exciting. Yeah, from just your reflections on patterns and being, it
yes,
sounds like you're just very insightful observer who can see things about us that we aren't seeing.
yes. I reflect back if I'm getting a reflection of you, and that's the beauty of what I do, which I absolutely love, is the fact I see possibilities in them. So I'm learning as I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Because like a check, so there's always something similar within the person. And that's a big focus, is understanding you're calling me because either I've been there or I can help you get there.
Hmm. Very nice. Wow. You seem like you're packed with advice and wisdom. Do you have any tips or advice for our viewers today?
Well, one thing I really like is journaling, because you can get answers from your subconscious just by relaxing, writing down a question, taking a deep breath and say, what do I need to know?
Hmm.
And you can automatically write exactly what you need to know. That or else, guide me what I need to know. And you'll hear a song that you really resonate and tells you exactly what you need to do or how to feel. And it's just, the universe and nature is always there. That is another thing that I really try to help people understand, is the connection with Mother Earth. So if you keep seeing the same bird coming by, it's either a relative trying to get a message and you're not listening, or that energy is something that's coming in to help you grow to the next level. And we're all upping in energy these days.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that is fantastic. And to our viewers, if you've noticed synchronicities in your own life, she talks about you seeing birds come back, or have you
Mhm.
experienced something like that? Butterflies, coins, or thinking about a person and the phone. I love hearing about synchronicities. It's the most energizing, exciting
Yeah.
experience. And we know they happen, but we're always surprised. So, to our viewers, if you've experienced synchronicities, please go ahead and share that in the comments. We'd love to hear what cool, weird, unusual synchronicities you have experienced. So, Jen, That is amazing. Do you have any final thoughts to share with us today?
Times are really tough right now, and we're all here to grow and be the very best person we are. And the best thing you can do is get to know you and your voice and share it. We're all here to help the other person. So do it, get out there. It's like Terry's shining on. That is just brilliant. She's
Yeah.
shining her brilliance. Everybody on this directory is doing their best to share their brilliant information and skills to help you be even better because you deserve it, you earn it, and it's time for you to do it.
Beautiful. That is beautiful. And I totally agree with that. Now is the time. There are so many people that are in corporate jobs and have been receiving this guidance inside. It's time for you to do this, and it's off the beaten path, and it's very unusual. It's not the norm. It
Right.
can be weird or wacky, but you know what? That's what we're in a time of discovering is people are needing something that's off the beaten path. People are needing advice and guidance and help. And it can be artwork and it can be different services you offer. But now's the time to do it. And it
Yeah.
sounds like if you, the viewer, are struggling to get going, to get launching, to get unstuck, and get rid of that fear of transitioning into your life purpose, Jen is the person to talk to, because that's her gift, is to get us unstuck from these vicious cycles that we're in that prevent us from leading our true life purpose. So it was a pleasure to talk with you today, Jen, to get to know you more and to get to know your gifts and your talent. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for being who and what you are, Terry, because you're amazing. And it's been an honor and pleasure to be here and to be a part of your directory.
Thank you so much. So if you would like to contact Jen, because she really is amazing, please contact her through her Shine webpage. We will have the links in the description. It was a pleasure meeting you, Jen, and also to have our viewers with us today. As always, we want you to shine, and we will see you in the next video. I'm glad I checked that. All right. Got an itch. All right. Make sure the boobs are centered. All right. Okay. So, all right.